Good evening. Tonight we're going to talk about the right to bear arms, concealed or unconcealed guns. Currently, more than 1 million active licenses are administered in Texas, and that's according to the Guns to Carry Guns Law State website. The Texas Department of Public Safety requires a minimum of 4 hours of training for a new applicant. The class includes 4 hours of classroom instruction and range qualifications. Texas is now one of a handful guaranteed the right to carry concealed handguns on campuses. Any person, no matter what age, can possess a firearm as long as they are not a felon. The Senate bill to campus carry law. This bill went into effect for universities in August 2016 and was allowed to go into effect a little bit later in July, by July 31st, 2017. There are exceptions to this campus carry law. Here on Texas Tech, there are restricted areas such as the chapel, the recreation center, any Texas Tech sporting good event, and anywhere counseling is provided. Only the Texas Tech current president, can establish the no gun or gun-free zones. Students can carry on Texas Tech. It's lawful on Texas Tech campus. There are things that Texas Tech will and will not concede to. They do require that the guns are licensed and registered. It's required that the carrier be licensed. You must be 21 years or older, and you have to keep your gun concealed at all times. What Texas Tech will not allow, they will not designate or give any safety measures as far as armed devices and concealing your weapons. You have to provide those for yourself. They will not provide safety boxes, and they do not keep an ongoing list of current gun carriers on their campus. Now, as far as the state of Texas, the guidelines for the laws are guns don't have to be registered, but the owner must keep a license and carry it on them at all times in public. There's no background check if it's a gifted gun or purchased privately by someone, as long as you're 21 years old. There is no law to limit in Texas how many guns one person can carry at a time. Now, how that affects students is, according to Texas Tech's website, when students are new or freshmen, there's a brief area where they talk about the campus being able to carry guns concealed. It has to be concealed on campus as long as that person is 21. So this is discussed to freshmen, but normally, on average, a freshman is about 18 or 19 years old. So by the time someone's old enough to be able to get a license for this to carry a gun, they're older in age and probably haven't really reviewed what's allowed on Texas Tech campus, except for looking for posted signs. The other issue is that often, once you get your license, after 4 or 6 hours of training, there's no more required training by the state or city or of anything like that. So once you have your license at 21, whether you're a responsible person or not, you don't have to go back and get any more training. There's nothing required in the state of Texas. So someone that's from somewhere else that doesn't know the laws in Texas or is not aware of the campus policies in Lubbock for Texas Tech, this might be a concern for them. Um, so the issue is not necessarily you should carry a gun or not carry a gun. The issue is more of safety and knowing the laws and rules and regulations as a gun holder or not a gun holder. The biggest issue is that most people um, with other licenses have to have some type of continuing education. Um, Members of military, be it retired or otherwise, are able to or have to keep everything updated for 5 years. With a driver's license, it's anywhere from 8 to 12 years. So the biggest thing is there should be some continuing education on guns and safety and having them concealed and carried in a place where there are a lot of other people, whether they choose to carry guns or not. There should be extended training hours, extended implemented public safety courses, and continuing education, not just for freshmen, but every semester to remind those that have concealed weapons, as well as to let ones that don't have concealed weapons know that may have transferred in from somewhere else. So those are the things that we were talking about today, and those are some of the issues that have come up with no yet resolve.